What's good, you guys? Today I kind of wanted to talk about my thoughts on the latest NBA drama that's going on. I want to talk about two situations, one actually relating to the Pistons and the other happened last night. So let's first talk about the Pistons one with Wayne Ellington. If you guys don't know, the Warriors, they have a player, forgot his name, look him up. Juan, his name's Juan. He's on the Warriors. Juan Toscano Anderson. So Juan Toscano Anderson, this guy was, I believe, in the second quarter, was talking to Wayne Ellington. He was talking, I guess they were talking shit about him, probably just like roasting or whatever. They're doing player trash talk, right? So then at the end of the game, Ronnie Magruder goes up to Juan and says, "What's good?" He's still standing up for his teammate. Klay Thompson, in the meanwhile, like he's getting interviewed on the Warriors feed, and he's like, "Oh, that's a player who's gonna be out of the league in a few years. I don't know why he's doing that." And then Draymond Green came out and in his press conference said, "Ain't nobody scared of Rodney Magruder. He's a fake tough guy." And yeah, so basically that happened. So my first thing was at first, like most people, I was like, "Whoa, Rodney Magruder's career is just got ended." But then the more and more I thought about it, I was just like, it's kind of unprofessional. You feel me? Like it's not a good look by Klay or Draymond. And Wayne Ellington, if you guys have seen his response, you can check Rod Beard or James Edwards. They have his full quote. He said basically his point was just like Ronnie Magruder, you can't. It's disrespectful to say someone who's in the league is going to be out of the league. He said he was standing up for me. I view what Draymond said as fake tough guy stuff, and that's mad respect to Magruder. I mean, Magruder actually had a pretty good game. I said that in my recap. He had 8 points, but that's besides the point. I think that's kind of crossing the line for Klay Thompson. And it's kind of funny because Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, they're talking this smack. I mean, they well deserved. They have 3 rings, but my man's Draymond Green is averaging less points than Wayne Ellington. Draymond Green averages 5 points a game. Klay Thompson hasn't played a game in 2 years. He's been injured. And you don't know if he's going to be the back. Actually, to be honest, he could soon be a role player if he's not back to himself, which is probably likely. I think he tore his Achilles or ACL, one of those two, and then he tore something else. I mean, it's kind of unrealistic to think him as going to come back as a normal player. So God knows if his injuries goes like Blake Griffin did, he could be out of the league too. So you better watch what he watch what he wishes for. And it's kind of strange to see Klay Thompson and Draymond Green just talk because they're not the ones that like say that type of stuff. The Klay Thompson's like a well-liked guy. I've never hated Klay Thompson unless he was playing the Pistons. It was never anything against Klay or Dray. And most people love Draymond because he's a Michigan guy. Saginaw actually was born in Saginaw, and Golden State Warriors. He became a winner, but I don't know. I didn't like the move. I think it's unprofessional on their regard, and props up to Rodney Magruder for standing his ground and Wayne Ellington for backing up his teammate because what they should do. It's not a tough guy. He wasn't trying to pick a fight. He was just talking man to man, like, yo, what's up, confronting. I guess they took offense to it. And notice how Steph Curry stays quiet in this because he's a smart man. He knows that he's not trying to get fined, and maybe he may feel the same way, but at least he can stay quiet about it. You don't say that stuff on local media. But anyway, on another note, let's get into the second story, which is actually pretty funny. LeBron James got into it with a heckler fan. She goes by the name of Juliana Carlos. He got into it with this fan, and it was a funny sight to see. If you guys haven't checked the video, there's a ton of them. You can just search up LeBron James, Atlanta Hawks fan, going off. I mean, the backstory is kind of funny. So I guess Juliana Carlos hit her husband, Juliana is like 25, and her husband's like 60 something. It's already kind of weird. He's a huge Hawks fan and not a big LeBron fan. So naturally, he was calling out LeBron the whole game. And LeBron responds back, and then Juliana she gets all mad. He's like, "Don't talk to my husband like that. Don't you do that." And LeBron, just being LeBron, the GOAT he is, he just says, "Sit down." He said that, and he also said, "Old steroid head ass boy." Like, it was some quality roasting going on between him and the fans, and it was just good to see that drama unfold. But the aftermath with that was her Instagram was flooded with LeBron comments, and everyone's just like Lakers in 4. It was pretty funny to see. So at first, like I try to understand both sides of the situation, but like I don't know. So I went on her Instagram story. I wanted to listen to her what she was saying and all this, and she was like, "Oh, he started calling my husband when he started doing my husband, you know." When he starts talking to my husband, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna take offense to that. But like at the same time, like your husband was the one talking smack the entire game. So just because he responds back, he's all of a sudden a bad person. Like, goddamn, Lord help these women. Lord help her. I mean, 25, 60. I'm surprised the 60-year-old guy can put up with 25. That's a big age difference. When she wasn't even born. He was alive when she like, god damn, that's a 35-year age difference. But yeah, no, not a good look on that. But in the meantime, I mean I'm surprised the Hawks even had fans, and that's maybe a thing, that good things are to come, fans are coming in. I mean, whether it's safe or not, you can debate that, but yeah, it's great to see fans and great to see those interactions, because we've been missing it. Missing it. But yeah, around the league, there's just been some cool stuff too. I don't know if you guys saw Russell Westbrook hit a 3 to put the Wizards, gave the Wizards the win against the Brooklyn Nets. That was pretty dope. And yeah, it's a fun league, and hopefully we still have it going. And good news for the Pistons. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. The Pistons, that it was actually an inconclusive test. That's why the game got canceled. That ended up being a false positive. So the Pistons are likely gonna be playing tonight against the Jazz. And you already know your boy gonna be recapping them. It's a 10 o'clock game. You guys gotta give me some credit for staying up on a weekday at from 10 to 12:30. Normally ends at 9:30. It's easy, but not many real ones gonna stay up till 12:30. But if you are, hope you guys enjoy that game. Hopefully we see some good stuff from the Pistons. But yeah, other than that, that's gonna wrap up this game before I talk too long. Take care, guys, and hopefully we get the dub tonight.